Secoma Lanes in Federal Way, Washington, here for the title match of today's JBT event. Wrap up to a really exciting season opening weekend here in the Pac Northwest Conference. Little man, 12-year-old DoHoon Kwon is looking to capture his first scratch career title. He's got to go up against not so little man Bud Sicard, who's hiding somewhere. Oh, he's over to the left. These two know each other really well. Any age, any average, any size. Bud's actually occasionally jealous of DoHoon because DoHoon's got automatic leverage. He can get low to the foul line because he is low to the foul line. Bud's got to stretch those lanky legs. This is a 5th frame 10-pin for DoHoon. He went double spare strike. However, Bud is open front forward just like he did yesterday's title match, as he's trying to complete a dream opening weekend. Won yesterday, shot 300 2 games ago, led today. Needs to get by the tough Kwon to make that happen. DoHoon looking to become one of the youngest scratch winners ever, but not the youngest. His buddy Ewan Oster did it last year at 12 years old, but Ewan is younger than DoHoon is now. To the right, we're going to have a new JBT champion. That's Alaina Degenstein. She and her 4th frame strike are giving 17 pins to her opponent, Brenna, who's bowling her first career JBT and is getting her hair all done right before her next shot. She's hiding between the other ladies. There, she's fixing up her hair, getting that ponytail just so. She's like, I'm going to be on camera. I'm getting my hair here. I'm going to fix all that up. They get 5 in a row for Sicard. Much trickier pattern today than yesterday. You wouldn't know it from Bud. He carved up the dead man's curve. If you can stay left with power and keep your break point a little more left, you can tear up this pattern even though it's theoretically sport level, and he did. 175 up in qualifying. However, DoHoon was right behind at 162. They were the 1 and 2 seeds coming into match play. They've survived to get this far. 300 earlier against Canada's Adam Jodoin. Make it a 6-pack to open up. Man, Bud is on a mission in our brand new season. Brenna looking for the spare, and oh, thought she had it, but there's not. It's early over there. That's only through 4 frames. She trails by 14 and is getting 17. So Elena's made up most of the handicap difference already. DoHoon, a well-traveled 12-year-old. He's won SYC tournaments. He's made finals at Junior Gold. A nationally known kid at this age, and that's a good reason why. Look at that power. Absolutely fearless against bigger or older kids. Talent is the determining factor, and nothing else in bowling. We love it because of that. Brenna came in at just a 130 average, went +8 after 5, and just snuck into the cut, which was dead even today. You were plus, you were good. They bowled 2-game total pinfall matches until this point. Now these are just 1-game matches for the title. It's all about timing with the two-handers, that you can generate speed and power even at his size if that timing is pristine. His is. And oh, I thought he was going to trip that forward. Interesting pinfall here all weekend long. The pins bounce out and around and over top more than most centers. A wide open split is not necessarily a guaranteed open. See if that comes into play at all in these matches. But still has to play Duke Newsom for the U17 title if Duke stuck around. He was frustrated after a semifinal loss to DoHoon, while Bud got by Charlie Simperman. Charlie earlier made up a 53-pin 1-game deficit to advance to that match. For the Brook, as you have it. Elena's been paying her dues last season, kind of getting her feet wet. Started making cuts towards the end, and now here she is bowling for a title. There's sort of a circle of life to JBT bowling. Getting it all figured out might be a great season for her. And Bud has just been throwing perfect shot after perfect shot. Making it look easy, and trust me, it is not. I couldn't even strike in my little honorary shots that I do between semis. Perfect spare from Alaina. Alaina beat Elena in one semifinals. That's Degenstein over McDoodle. While Brenna got by top seed Shelby Younger, the other one. Now it's Bud for 8. Oh yeah, slaps that 5-pin silly. 300 games are still rare around here, and we make a big deal about them. He has a chance to do 2 even rarer things. First being shoot 2 300s in one day. That's only been done by a handful of bowlers. And of course, shoot 300 in the title match has been done by about 9 bowlers. That's, check out our records page and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I know you love to correct me when I'm wrong, the internet. Kwon just trying to stay in the building. He does. He's throwing a really nice game. So Kwon's scoreboard is nothing but strikes and 9s, just the 9s in the wrong place. It's not a big string, but at the moment, even 1-9 is a 1-9 too many right now against Bud. Alaina just trying to make your spares like we start every tournament with. Nice form cross lane. She's going to make her spare. Nicely done. DoHoon's still got room for 239. That's the absolute minimum that Bud could somehow pull off if disaster befalls him. And he does carry. He's a kid who's going to win a lot of Scratch Division titles. It's just a matter of when number 1 will come. A bunch, of course, of Handicap titles. Bud and DoHoon actually won a lot of tournaments at the same time a couple years ago when DoHoon was still bowling Handicap. Bud would win Scratch and DoHoon would win Handicap. Now they're playing each other, but right now Bud is playing history. There's 4 more and this place should go nuts. Give him 9! All right. Hunter May's the most recent 2 300s in one day. Matt Jones, whose son Cameron now bowls JBT in the Arizona Conference, had the first ever 300 in a title match. Then a whole bunch of ASU kids, then Cortez, Hunter. Bud trying to add to that list. Right here, 10th brand. Woo! He told me earlier that when the oil gets pushed down lane in this center, just the characteristics of the surface of the center, the carry becomes a little iffy. He's now found a look where he's able to ride that and get a little shim. And it gives him plenty of room to the miss room to the left. All that 200 power gives him miss room to the right. He is calm as a calm animal, right? Whatever, calm, a koala. How do they call him? There you go, calm as a cucumber. Let's mix that. Right now we want one more strike here in the 11th. It's tight. Oh, he gets the carry. That was the carry ball that he needed. That was not his perfect ball. That's been bucketing and 2-pinning and stuff like that all day long. He gets the 5-7 to carry in that. And now 1 shot away from an unbreakable record. This will be the first 300 title match game in the Northwest. I think that's already the first, would be the first bowler to shoot 2 300 games in one day in the Northwest. To sweep the opening weekend, to complete the dream. Do it, Bud, right here.
Come on, Ricky!
Yes! In the great words of Chris Schenkel, we have it. Wow! My goodness. Big hug from his buddy and yesterday's runner-up Mac and a big old squeeze from Mama. Well deserved. What a performance all day long, all weekend long for Bud Sicard. My goodness. Hats off to DoHoon. That's a tough spot for any bowler to be in. He's just rolling along, throwing a real nice 220. The ladies over in Handicap just sitting there with their jaws dropped saying, I think I'll stay in Handicap a while. Don't blame them. Sounds good to me. Fairly close match over there. DoHoon! And a big crowd stuck around on a Sunday afternoon, too. We appreciate that. Sometimes on Sunday afternoons, 4 people watch the title match, including the 2 bowlers. So that was nice that a whole bunch got to see Bud do something you rarely see at any level. On Dead Man's Curve, folks. More than respectable 216 from Kwon, but this guy is the hottest thing going right now. Mr. Kwon came in with the knuckle there. I didn't know if that was going to be a fist bump or a he knew what that was going to be. He's a good guy. All right, let's regroup over here, see how our ladies are doing, shooting for their first career titles. Degenstein's got 1, 2, 3 spares. He had 4 attempts, striking the second. That's got a tricky little washout here to have to deal with. Again, the difference in this match is 17 as you deal with my lousy camera work, as we all know. Let's see if she can convert this and help her own cause out a ton. No, she's going to get the 2. She's got 112 through 7. Which is good for a 12-pin lead. So one more time, she leads by 12, but must win by 17. So when you factor in the handicap, it's a 5-pin match. Both bowlers on opens, 3 frames to go, up for grabs completely here. In the 8th, nice follow through. Creeps up high, leaves another makeable spare. Filling your frames, put all the pressure on the lower average bowler to try and keep pace with a mark of her own. I think this isn't hard on the parents. That's Elena's dad. It is way harder on the parents than the bowlers. Ask the bowlers who become parents. They'll be the first to tell you. Hey, big thanks to Mike Barton and his crew here at Secoma for having us kick off the Northwest up here every year. He just opens up his wonderful house to us. We sure appreciate it all. Cross lane, great form. Avoids the chop. Nicely done. All right. Spare in the 8th. Maintains that 5-pin lead. Low 5 from Pop. Low 5 from Sammy. He heads over to the fan. The fan is over there. There's our girls' scratch jam today, Piper. She and Mary split the women's titles over the weekend. Here's Brenna. Up in a hurry. Leaves the 5-pin, and immediately the peanut gallery's hands go up. Remember, these are the people who are rooting for her. Just want to point that out. Elena's dad sheepishly goes, me too. There's a Duke.
Where's U17 going to be at?
You can practice on 25 and 6. It'll be on 31 and 2.
Okay.
Hang on, 5-pin. Oh, no. So that's a title match open and a lot of drinks. That's a double whammy. Guessing she's around 16 in 5 years. Who's going to have a bar tab after that? Can't be missing 5-pins in the back half of the title match. She increases Degenstein's lead. In fact, that's back-to-back 9 outs. Like I said, we start every tournament with make your spare. Those 9 misses could be brutal. Another decent strike ball, though. And yet another makeable spare. It's come down to who's making their makeable spares. So far, advantage Alaina. So Duke now, who lost to DoHoon, has to go bowl a guy who shot 2 300s. You never know. Once the main pressure is off of the title, sometimes bowlers slide back down a little bit. Or maybe he'll just shoot a 3rd one. No one has ever shot 3 in one day, so it is one piece of history Bud will still have a chance to accomplish. Well, giant opportunity here for Degenstein as Brenna is opened for a 3rd consecutive time. That's that good break, bad break scenario. I mean, it's Brooklyn, so anything that happens is good. But bad in that 9 times out of 10, that probably strikes. Instead, it's the toughest single pin on the lane for most bowlers. But she's shown really good form cross lane using that plastic ball that doesn't hook at all. Maintain your form under pressure. Just like that. Nicely done. Difference in the match is the second ball in each of these frames. Alaina spare in the 9th, 8th, 6th, 5th, first. While the lower average bowler Brenna is dash, dash, dash. She's teasing me with this food here, Duke's mom. She's trying to get Duke to eat so badly. Duke wants none of it. If there's a lane and it's on, Duke will bowl. Right now for a title. There's the Brooklyn carry. Good job. The best Brenna can do is 147 plus the 17 for 164. Alaina double gutters for 161. Alaina Degenstein can get 4 pins on her next 2 balls. I will be standing next to a very happy parent who is right now wobbling, as many parents do. I'll wobble with them. She's going to get 4 pins on 2 balls. She's going to get 4 pins on 1 ball. There's a JBT champion right there. Good enough. Well, about 6 months ago, Elena and family were wondering if she was ever going to make one of these cuts. She struggled early. No other way to sugarcoat it. She made one right at the end of the year. This is the first one of her this season, and looky here. That is a winner. Does she know? I know Dad knows. There we go. That's what it's all about. For Brenna, hey, she walked in last night. She said, "What's a JBT?" And here she is in her first career title match. So that's a strong result for a rookie for sure. These are hard tournaments. Danny giving her good advice still. There you go. Is that how you do it? Make your spares! There it is. Nice to see the runner-up with a smile on their face. I think the peanut gallery over there kept her nice and relaxed. She just got out-bowled. Alaina bowled a great game. Be sure to check out these and other lousy camera work, poorly narrated videos at our website and YouTube, and hopefully we'll see Brenna back in many more title matches as well. Great stuff all weekend long at Secoma.